Oh god! Oh my gosh, it's a big one too. Oh my gosh. Oh, he hit it on top. No, don't come off. Man, y'all, that was crazy.
Well, howdy y'all, and welcome back to the channel. On the last video, we were talking about how to catch this suspended fish around marina docks, around bridges, man-made structures, stuff like that. Fish that are chasing shad. And today, we're going after some shallow fish, different perspective. So it's the morning of the last video that we fished. So that was the evening. Saw a little pattern, some shad pushed up on a bank, and now the sun's just coming up, and we're gonna go get after it with some other baits. So it's time to put the hammer down, get after it. Okay, I've just ran to a similar area to where I ended yesterday evening, and I've got two of these Dobbins D-blade spinner baits tied on. I've got one that's just a shad color, like a white pearl color, and I've got another one that is chartreuse and white, or chartreuse and blue. I'm gonna add a little bit of a trailer. Doesn't take much. Oh man, I just saw a blow up over there, y'all. When you're choosing a trailer, you don't want to choose one that overpowers the blades of the spinnerbait. What I mean by that is you want those blades to turn good, and you don't want the spinnerbait to roll over. And that can sometimes happen if you choose too thick and hardy of a trailer. It'll make the spinnerbait roll. There's another fish that just jumped. I've seen two blow-ups right over here. So I'm gonna try topwater. I'm gonna try this Lunker Hunt prop frog. So anyone that's familiar with fishing a buzzbait, this is kind of similar, or a buzz toad. This is like a hard buzz toad, but you can stop it and it'll just sit there. I'm gonna try to run that really shallow. If there's a really hairy spot, like I know I'm getting into some nasty rocks here, sometimes it's a good idea to throw a topwater first, because you know you're not gonna get snagged down there with the topwater. All right, we're gonna run to another spot and try some more brush, but I first wanna show you how to Texpose this bait right here. So this is the eeliminator. And it's kind of confusing when you first look at it, how to rig, because it's just a flat body, it's got a grub tail. But what you do, it's got a slightly keeled bottom to it, and you want your the base of your hook to be down there, and the top of your hook, the hook point, to be on that flat side. So I'll just take this off so you can watch me rig it. This is a Texas rig. I've got it pegged. This is actually a 1/4 ounce tungsten weight right here, and that's pegged on there, so when I'm fishing brush, the weight isn't sliding up and down. You can see some eyes at the top of the bait, kind of looks like a snake. So you go in with the hook point, you go down on that keel side, and when you get to the nose, you twist it like that, and then you just want to go up through the top of the bait. And I'm using a, I think this is a 5/0. It's either a 4 or a 5. Wide gap worm hook. So when you do it this way, instead of using like a straight shank would be right inside of the plastic like this. And I don't want to do that with this bait. Because it's a thicker bodied bait, I'm gonna go all the way through the plastic over the top to where the bait lays flat like that, and I'm gonna pull the bait forward a little bit. I wanna take the bait and then pull it forward like this, and then just skin hook it right on top. And that's called Texposing. So your hook is basically exposed. When I slide my finger over that, I'm not gonna hook myself, but when the fish bites down on it, it's gonna come out, and now I can hook myself. But I don't wanna hook myself. Remember not to hook yourself. So this is really just the trio that I'm fishing. This is what I normally do around brush. You got that top water, you got a bait that you can get in there
really good with, and then a moving bait. Sometimes the square bill's good, gets caught in the cover a lot, but sometimes you can get away with it. But these three will get you where you need to go. When it's calmer, Texas rig, top water is good. When you got some wind in the area, get out the spinnerbait. And if you're having to just pick a spot, I like to go with small pockets. Small pockets close to the main lake. It's easy for bigger fish to just go in and out of that pocket, feed, and then go to deep water if they want to. But we're still in the morning hours. It is blazing hot out here in Texas.
Oh, got him. Oh my gosh, it's a big one too. Oh my gosh. Oh, he hit it on top. No, don't come off. Don't come off. No, we gotta get in there. Oh, it's a good fish. Come on. Stay hooked, little buddy. Stay hooked, little buddy. No, gosh. This guy must be hooked good. And we got him. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought he was a little bigger, but man, y'all, that was crazy. Oh man. That fish right there, y'all, smoked that eeliminator. So I was fishing it in that brush, and I was fishing on the outside edge, and I saw one little explosion over on the bank. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a dangerous toss over there, and I'm gonna swim it on top. And I was swimming it, and I saw the fish just come up behind and wow, absolutely hammered it. So that was one of the coolest bites I've had all summer. Gotta give you a sniff. Oh, that was so cool. All right, let's let this fish go. You know, that fish was probably in 1.5 feet, 2 feet of water when he saw the bait, and then he chased it out and just made a wake and bam, ate it really close to the bank. If you can see right behind me, I am in thick brush right now, and that technique is really cool. So with this eeliminator, you know, you can fish it on the bottom, you can fish it like you would a swim bait, or you just lift your rod tip up like I did right there and swim it at the surface, and this tail just moves right down there, and it's kind of got this, the nose of it and the belly is keeled. So it'll ride up like this, the body will, and then the tail is just down there twirling. So it's a really cool look when you're swimming it on top of the water. Whew, man, it's getting hot. I don't know if the fish are gonna keep biting. We're gonna try a little bit more in this brush to see if we can get another bite like that. That's just too fun. I'll try to get another one, but God, that was cool.
Bass just popped in the shallows.
Got him on the frog. Oh, come on. He's running right at me. Come here. Oh, yes. Yes, y'all. Look at that. He had all the hooks. Man.
Oh my gosh, that fish was so shallow right there. I literally heard it. I mean, I'm still in the same spot. I've got my poles down, and I heard a over there. I don't know if this was the same fish, but as soon as I threw over there, reeled it a couple cranks, boom, explosion. So that's the first one on that frog, and I had him with 2 hooks. You see right there, he had one of the main hooks, got him right in the top of the nose with that one, but then I had that extra hook to really seal the deal. Wow, had him right in the schnoz, man. Isn't that crazy? So that body is soft, and then the legs are, the very end of the legs are like hard plastic. So, I don't know. Looks like a pretty durable bait, but that was another cool topwater strike in super shallow water, man. I love it.
Oh, got him too. Oh my gosh, and it's a bigger one. Holy cow, I watched him sneak up behind it. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. Same area. He snuck up right behind it, guys. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that was cooler than the first one I had on that Eliminator. Oh, he's pegged. He was so pegged. And these are good fish, guys. These are great fish, man. That is crazy. I'm telling you, I've never fished this bait before. So cool. God, look at that fish, man. Oh, that is so sweet. All right, we're gonna let this guy go. God, what a bite. So I've showed you how to rig it. As far as gear goes, if you guys want to fish it like this or fish it on a Texas rig, either way, I'm throwing this on 16-pound fluorocarbon, you know, 15, 16, 17 if you're fishing really heavy cover. You could even throw it on braid if the water's pretty dirty. And I'm throwing it on a medium heavy action rod. This is my LFG series rod that I throw a lot of stuff on. I throw spinner baits, I throw little swim baits, little jigs, Texas rigs and things. But a 7-foot medium heavy, something that's got some backbone that you can get fish out of the cover, but you can still cast the bait is really what you're looking for. Obviously this bait right here was the most fun for me to fish, and I would say it's the most effective, where I can let it sink to the bottom if I want to. I can fish it just under the surface, reel it on top. It kind of combines everything else I was fishing. You know, normally I would fish this as a Texas rig or have another Texas rig bait, and then have the spinnerbait and the frog or some sort of topwater, and just switch around with those three and just keep going, and run those little brush areas. You know, even if you're fishing a pond or a creek bank, find those little brushy areas and just keep running them, and eventually you'll run into a few fish and you'll put together a little bag fish. If you want to check out more tips, more videos here at this channel, all you got to do is subscribe and hit the notifications to get all the videos that are coming out so you don't miss any. And if you want to check out the baits like the Eliminator, like the other baits that I was using today, you can go to Carl's Bait and Tackle. It's linked down below. Thank y'all for tuning in today. I'm gonna go get out of the Texas heat. I'm LFG, thanks for being here, and I'll see y'all on the next one.